Hi guys! So, this is kind of a random video, and I thought I would do this after looking on YouTube about 2 months ago and not finding any information on this. So this is a video about lice. It's an epidemic going around my daughter's school right now, and before the school had a chance to send any notes home, it seemed like all the kids had already gotten it from each other. So there was just a day I saw, like, my head was starting to itch, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. And I was on a girl weekend, and it was like really annoying. By the time I got home, my husband and I, we had a night out at a casino for a comedy club that we wanted to go to with Tracy Morgan, and we're really excited, and it was great, but I was getting really annoyed. Like, my head is so itchy. Like, what is going on? And I had just dyed my hair. So I thought, well, maybe it's because I was having an adverse reaction. I'm pregnant. Maybe that's the deal. So I'm going to try not to scratch my head. I know I don't have lice right now, but it's like just talking about it makes me just like all itchy. So, we came home from an overnight trip and picked up the girls at Grandpa's house, and I just out of a whim I said, Paige, and she's my 10-year-old, or my 9-year-old, and I said, is your head itchy? And she's like, oh my God, Mom, my head is so itchy. So I checked it, and the second we like parted her hair, poof, there's a bug. And I'm like, oh my God, it's lice. Like, the whole weekend my head is itching. I'm not even thinking it could be lice. Didn't even cross my mind. So I freak out. I'm freaking out. It's like 2 o'clock on a Sunday. I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to get all this laundry done? I knew the action points to take. The first thing I did was stick both the kids in the bathtub. I stripped them naked. I started stripping all of the beds. Well, they stood in the bathtub because I didn't know like what the medication would tell us to do with our hair, so I didn't want to get it wet or anything like that. So my husband went out to pick up some lice medicine, and I started putting all of the stuff like in the whole house in bags. And there's this huge pile of laundry because I thought, I have it. I know I have it. My head's itchy. So even our laundry was in there. We had suitcases full of clothes that we had used over the weekend. We called Grandpa, told him. I ended up taking the day off of work because I didn't know what to do. So I took a day off of work to deal with it. And in all of this, my husband comes home with these boxes of Rid. Great, awesome, but I'm thinking, what in the world can I take? I'm pregnant. I'm online, I'm Googling things while he's treating the girls because I'm like, I can't touch this stuff. And he didn't think to buy plastic gloves or anything, so he's in there treating the kids. And I'm Googling like what I can do to get rid of it too, because even though it sounds selfish, like I'm taking care of myself. If I don't get rid of it, I'm thinking it's just gonna like crawl onto them. So didn't find anything. My solution that night was to put my hair, to cake my hair with conditioner and put on a hairnet. So I'm looking ridiculous. I'm not even feeling like this whole like, yay, romantic getaway with my husband and everything, and come home and have this huge whirlwind. Everything's falling apart around me. My neck looks really weird in this shirt. I don't really have that long of a neck. Okay, so I'm freaking out. There's nothing I can do. My husband is like totally to me, incompetent. He's looking at my hair and he's like, I don't see anything. And I'm like, my head itches. There's something in my hair. And so what I did is I just slathered it with conditioner, like I said, and put a bonnet on it and slept like that overnight. Because they said, oh, mayonnaise or olive oil or... I'm like, hell no. I'm pregnant. I can't sleep overnight in mayonnaise. I didn't know. And online it's like this or this or this or this or that or this. There's like no information out there, like just dead set information. So Monday morning, I call my doctor. She's out of the office because she's delivering babies. So I talk to the other doctor. Or I'm like, okay, can I talk to the other doctor, please? Okay, I left a voicemail for her, and she gets back to me and she's like, you're really gonna have to talk to the physician. So this is like hours into the morning. I'm like still in this stupid bonnet because I don't know what to do. I don't know what I can take. And the kids are home because I'm like, I'm not sending them even though they've been treated. I called the daycare and told them. I just didn't want to be weird about it. I wanted to make sure that I was able to like have time to pick out all these eggs, because even though you treat them, there's still like eggs in their hair. It doesn't kill everything. So where was I at? So I called the physician and the first pharmacist. Sorry, I called the pharmacist and the pharmacist says, I don't know. This is the Walgreens one. I don't know what you can take. I just don't feel comfortable answering that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like, I use the Walgreens pharmacy all the time. And to think that they don't know what they're doing really made me uncomfortable. So then I called my girlfriend, and she is a nurse, and she works, she was working at a hospital. So I'm like, she's like, I'll ask the pharmacist here. So she was calling the pharmacist there, and I was calling the pharmacist at Target at the same time, and they both said I could use Nix. Now, it's really expensive. That's probably why my husband picked up the Rid first. So that's great. I used that. I went out right away. Of course, well, no, not right away. I rinsed my hair out, put a baseball cap on my hair, and went to Walgreens and picked up some Nix. Now, because I'm feeling like my husband was incompetent with the whole lice thing, and I should give him more credit, but I wanted to treat the girls right away again. So I picked up a couple boxes of Nix, and this is $20 a box, and it only has like 2 treatments if your hair is short. Oops. Okay, it's on the floor. So I'm really burpy. I'm so sorry. I've been drinking this all day. So okay, so I treated the kids like 2 days later with Nix again, and I'm thinking, okay, this has got to be it. I mean, all of their stuffed animals, everything was in bags. 7 to 10 days later, I treated them again with Nix, and I was like, oh, okay, we're great. Everything is fine. It was like time to go for Thanksgiving, and I'm like, this is great timing because I just treated them. I knew they would be fine. And then about like 2 weeks later, I found lice again, lice eggs, and I'm feeling fine. Like at this point, I've done my hair, I've kept everything clean, and I didn't feel itchy at all. But those darn little lice, they are really hard to get rid of. Considering I washed everything, and in-home lice spray. I sprayed every one of the mattresses every night. I sprayed like the furniture, the floor. I mean, we went through like 4 or 5 bottles of this in the first like 2 weeks. I was like, this has got to work. No. Then I noticed, okay, so my 2-year-old, I was like, okay, well, she's fine. So after about 2 or 3 weeks, she was fine. No lice. And then I kind of forgot about it for a while because I'm like, oh, well, they've all been treated a couple of times and they're not itchy. And I kept asking her, are you itchy? No, I'm not itchy. Everything's fine. I looked through her hair. I didn't see anything. And then, what do you know? Like, about 4 weeks ago, it came back again, but only in my oldest daughter's hair. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's because the kids at school it's going around in circles. In fact, our neighbor came over the other day, and she has a daughter who's a year younger, and she said that all of the kids in her class have lice, but no letter was sent home either. So this is like, now it's trickled to different grades, too. I don't know where it started, but so she's dealing with it. The kids play all the time. My daughter has a sleepover like every other weekend. I'm thinking, oh my goodness gracious, this is just going to go in cycles, around and around and around. So either that or I never really got rid of it. I'll tell you what actually works and what we've been doing with the kids now. So, this is a long story. It's been a long 2 months. Okay, first of all, so when my husband went out and picked up all this lice stuff at first, he didn't know what to buy, and I mean, of course, right? So he spent like $100 on all this stuff. Granted, there's 3 of us women in the house, so it does get expensive to treat lice. Thank goodness 2010 was like an HSA, like you could claim everything for HSA. So I was able to pay for it out of that. But he even got this robo comb. This is the crappiest thing ever. He spent $9 on this, and it makes this noise. But then when you find lice, it stops. No, I went. Okay, well, I obviously don't have lice, but I wanted to show you that it stops all the time anyways. It doesn't mean that you're killing lice because you've got like a little snarl or it hit something in your hair. Like, this thing is crap. And he threw away the box before we could return it because I'm like, this is crappy. The first time I used it, I'm like, this is not working. There's no lice in that section of my daughter's hair, and it's dry, and it's just not even, it's just going off and going off and going, like, whatever. It's crap. Don't even bother with these. Okay. So what does work, you guys, this is so cool. These are, it's a natural thing. So you can use this when you're pregnant too. But it's lice-free, non-toxic spray. And they also have it in a gel, and they also have it in an actual shampoo, which is in the bathroom right now. Oh, no, right here. And it's Equate. It's a generic brand. Right? Lice-free. No, this is different. We've tried a lot of stuff. So, it's this lice-free gel and shampoo and spray, and this stuff, it smells like licorice. And basically what happens, like with this spray, for example, you can spray it in their hair until it's completely saturated, and then just like pull it back, let them sleep in it, and then when they wake up, like, it dries out any of the lice or the lice eggs. This is what finally has gotten rid of it. Okay, I lost my thing, just a minute. This is what's finally gotten rid of it. It's this licorice smelling stuff, and my husband bought it at Walgreens. And I feel comfortable putting it in my daughter's hair because I'm pregnant, so I had to be careful about that. And I just cannot say enough about this. Like, to know that it's like all natural and I don't have to worry about putting it in her hair. And I love that it dries out the eggs and the bugs. Like, so that's good. So anyways, I was waiting to do like a review on this and to talk about this lice thing, like pregnancy and lice and all of that jazz, until I knew I had gotten rid of it, because I was like, this is kind of dumb to go on and be like, oh, I'm dealing with this, I'm so stressed out, because I really am like a freak about it. But it's been hours of looking through the kids' hair and just making sure everything is okay, and we haven't had anything for weeks and weeks. So I feel good about that. But so basically, this lice-free stuff, and if you have little ones, I would say this is where I wish I would have started, is the spray. And it's just like liquid. You can just leave it in their hair and you don't have to rinse it out, because my 2-year-old like freaks out when we had to use the actual shampoo and then like rinse it out. So that's good. And they smell really cute, like licorice. And then this other stuff that's in the bathroom right now, it's like a lice shield shampoo. So I've been having them both wash their hair in that, just in case, like, so they repel any lice, like especially my 10-year-old, because she's at school all day with these kids. And I've seen her locker. So I actually, so even like 2 weeks into it, I'm like, this is crazy. Why did they come back? And I went into her locker, and she has like 4 sweatshirts and a jacket and somebody else's like mittens in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and she even admitted, she goes, well, sometimes we all put our coats in one locker because then they can all dry. Well, everybody else's like snow pants dry in another one. And I'm like, oh, wait, thank you. Like, this is making my job a whole lot easier. So anyways, if you have any questions, you can certainly message me, but this seems to be working really good, and we are going to continue just using the lice shield, and we have bought boxes and boxes of all this stuff, and this is the lice-free gel is what we're keeping around for the kids. Gel and the spray and the shampoo. It's a great brand. I definitely recommend it. Oh yeah, we even tried vinegar, like washing my daughter's hair in vinegar, because that's supposed to dry out the eggs, and that stuff was just so nasty. So I ended up starting to, I'm like, ugh, it got everywhere, like the vinegar all over the towel. So what I did is I like did a load of laundry, and oh my gosh, the whole load of towels was so soft. And I'm like, huh. So now I've been putting vinegar in all of our laundry, like a cup or half a cup of vinegar to every load of laundry instead of softener. It doesn't make my laundry smell at all. It's just like the white vinegar. and all of my laundry is so soft and bright. And I'm like, wow, this is really cool and a really cheap way to make softener. I don't know. I googled it after I tried that, and there was nothing like negative. Lots of people do it, I guess. Never thought to try it. So, I've been talking really fast, but 15 minutes into it. I hope this will help somebody out there, and the only reason, again, I'm doing this video is because when I was pregnant, I couldn't find anybody talking about this on YouTube at all. So I hope that somewhere down the line this would help somebody. And note that, yes, while pregnant, you should be treating yourself with Nix. And that's what I used, and I used it once and then repeated it 7 days later, and it's never come back to me. So that's great. It's worked, but it's very expensive. So if you have kids you need to treat, go with the Lice Free brand. And yeah. So anyways, bye guys. Don't forget to buy gloves and bonnets, like the little plastic bonnets, because you'll need those, and you can buy them really cheap. So, all right. Bye.